All right, we're gonna do this next question. It's kind of a big one, and we're all gonna try really hard not to piss off half of our fan base. Okay, remember, try really hard.
Okay, we've got this. Easy. You ready?
Many players love the idea of building a second life in the complex, high-fidelity sci-fi universe you all have worked so hard to realize.
Oh no.
Can you again confirm how you intend for players to enjoy industrial gameplay without there being a need for armed protection, PvP readiness at all times? Your messaging has been mixed, and Spectrum continues to flare up on the issue. Thanks.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Question. So, Star Citizen is a living and breathing world. So, the ultimate plan, the plan that we're aiming towards, is we'll have systems that have different security rankings, right? The idea that we talked about at CitizenCon was Stanton is a high-sec system, and Pyro is low-sec.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
Because of the current implementation of law and sort of, we don't have the you know, law ships coming in and responding like as we want in Stanton. Right now, players can pirate in Stanton with little to no consequence at all. It's the exact same as Pyro. There's little to no consequence at all. So what we want to go towards is that, say you're going to, I don't know, craft something, right? And you need X amount of this really rare material, right? It's in abundance in Pyro, but it's not in abundance in Stanton. The idea is you can mine in Stanton, but it will take longer.
I know for a fact that so many of you fucking other content creators are goddamn seething right now. I know you're seething. I know you're mad. I know you're fucking just pissed. And good. Fuck you. I was right again. Go. Fuck yes, Elliot. Fuck yes.
And it's quite likely that you're going to be safer because of the law system. When we evolve it, you'll be safer, but it's not impossible. You can still get pirated. You can still get attacked by players. You could even still get attacked by like AI pirates, right? Whereas if you go to Pyro, you know, the goods will be in such abundance that it's easier to find, but it's so much higher of a risk for you to get attacked by AI or players. So the answer is, ultimately, there's always going to be a risk of being attacked by another player or an AI. The difference will be per system, it will be either higher or lower.
So the one thing I will add to this, you know, just because I do genuinely have a little bit of care for people, it's like the comrades in Stanton matter. Comrade gameplay when it comes to doing this kind of content in high security space, in my opinion, is imperative, right? So if you want to prevent, you know, jerks like me from being able to take your lunch money whenever the fuck I want to, then the best bet is to make sure that turning off a comrade is actually a raid event. All right, and I'm being for real. Like, it's too easy to turn off comrades, and in the current state of Stanton, even if you turn the comrade off, it doesn't fucking matter, right? You know, it's like y'all just mad, and it's like I get that, you know, why CIG makes these decisions is to like kind of like shut y'all up, honestly, but I don't understand why these devs are so scared to just flat out tell its fan base, like, it's like, look, this, you know, they have tried 3 different ways of telling y'all in the last hour of this, or however long it's been, 30 minutes of this, that if Chris Roberts wants it a certain way, it's going to be a certain fucking way, right? And if Chris Roberts wants this to be able to be done in Stanton, right, that means by y'all's own definitions and y'all's own social standards within the Star Citizen community, that Chris Roberts is in fact a griefer. Alright? So I want y'all to keep that in mind.
So you can make an informed decision. So in Stanton, you're meant to be pretty much safe, but it's not going to rule out the fact that you're going to get attacked.
You're meant to be more safe than you will in Pyro, perhaps not as safe as you would in like Terra.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the short answer to this, and Elliot, you actually acquitted yourself very well there. Thank you. It's the answer is the law system is not where we want it to be.
Yeah.
That's essentially the slug line, the 10-cent version of that. There will always be conflict. There will always be some chance of having your day rained upon, just like there is in the real life. But if we do our job right and we continue developing the game the way that we want to, the systems that we're still waiting on, remember how long we waited for server meshing to this, if the systems we're waiting on come online as they're supposed to, eventually this will grow into a place where where those changes in security and everything are obvious to the players, and you will be allowed to make those decisions for yourself. Do I want the high risk, high reward of Pyro, or do I want the safer, more secure experience of Stanton? It's never going to be as simple as PvP players or PvE players or Care Bears or griefers or whatever pejoratives you want to throw. It's never going to be that simple. It's not that simple in real life. We're not aspiring to build something that simple in black and white for Star Citizen. It's one of those things that's hard. It's hard to always picture where we're going based on where we are and where we've been. But I actually think we've been rather consistent in this messaging. The question says that we're not, and I think that's more about people hearing this part and not that part on any.
The messaging has been consistent, right? It's people like that are whiny bitches and are just sitting there stamping their little, again, Care Bear feet, because that's what they are, weak-ass little fucking sheeple people, right? They're just going to sit there and keep on stamping their feet until they get that answer they want to hear, right? That's all they're going to do, and that's all they're ever going to continue to do. And it's like, just that, I'm glad Elliot just said, next question, because at the end of the fucking day, people that are sitting here demanding CIG protection in a game that advertises, things that are against their mentality, right? We don't care, and that's the thing, this is what happens when you've pandered and catered to these low IQ fucks as long as y'all have, alright? Y'all just need to fucking tell these people that, you're gonna get goddamn pirated, you're gonna get goddamn griefed, and you're gonna fucking love it, alright? Just fucking stop being pussies and do it, right? But you're probably sitting there going, oh no, but the money, we need to trick people to make their money. Yeah, we know, Mark, we know Democrat marketing, all right? We know rainbow marketing. You lie and then fuck over people after you've gotten that money. Yes, we clearly know your business strategy, CIG, all right? We clearly see that, right? But at the end of the fucking day, Daddy Chris says, let there be griefing, there will be griefing. And if Daddy Chris is saying that we can grief in Stanton, then as far as I'm concerned, these people can shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. I stand by what I have said 125%. Maybe there's a reason why y'all haven't refunded me. Maybe y'all want me to be around. Maybe I am the last fucking guy. The first and the last of my goddamn kind, right? That's here fucking really true, unlike the rest of these people actually holding the fucking line, right? By, standing up to this fucking blatant autism.
Given stage, or people regurgitating this part and not that part, or maybe there have obviously been times over the years where we haven't been as clear as we should have been. It's a mixture of everything, but the goal has always been the same: a living, breathing, diegetic universe of risk versus reward. Just where do you want to go? Where do you want to go, and how do you?
But again, I say all this, but at the same time, just don't make it easy for people to do this behavior in high security space. That's literally the TLDR, the 10-cent wording, if you will, Jared, right? Just make it to where it's hard to pirate and do this bad behavior in Stanton. That's all you got. That's all y'all got to do. All right, that's it. It's really that simple. And if your game environment can't handle what needs to happen in order for that to be a reality, then that is an underlying problem with Star Engine. And if that is the issue, then you need y'all need to tell us. All right, I mean, it's like I don't care about your fucking investors at this point or any of that shit. Y'all need to understand that I'm at the point to where if your game engine isn't sufficient enough to do the entire vision, right, then you're gonna have to do something in order to make it to where, you know, it's not easy for us to seal club in high security space 24/7. All right, but at the same time, if you make it too safe for the Bobs or the Care Bears, whatever, again, pejorative you want to use, right? If you make it too safe, then you're going to turn it into Najara from EVE Online. And then, you know, that's why CCP did the Triglavian event, right? And again, this is why I enjoy being a bad guy in video games. Because bad guys are the ones that bring the change, right? It's all these fucking other people, these casuals, normies, like they just want to sit here and, again, like you say, have a vibe or a cozy gaming session 24/7, right? Like, where in their minds do they think they have the right to a 24/7 cozy gaming session in a game like Star Citizen or even in EVE Online, right? You don't. And y'all would be better off as a company just flat out saying that. And the people at marketing that are sitting there going, oh no, my spreadsheets, if we do that, we lose money. Yeah, you will. You will. But is that worth the reputation loss? Because at some point, it's going to come back and double edge on you at some point. Like, at some point, your reputation is going to get fried to the point to where it doesn't matter what y'all say, people aren't going to believe you. And that, I mean, clearly that's where I've been at for a long time with y'all. Right? And again, I'm literally the oldest PvPer in this game now. I truly am the last of my kind. Buzz was right. A dying breed, the last of his race, right? What more sci-fi fantasy fucking space opera? How much more space opera does it get than that, right? The last survivor of a fallen organization that was essentially this game's Spartan 2s, right? Out here in this galaxy with busted ass armor and not able to fucking fix my shit, right? Still goddamn going, right? What more, like, you know, see, Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker, right? But I'm Defano Starblazer, all right? I never wanted to be Mark Hamill. I never wanted to be what he is. Same thing with Harrison Ford or even fucking, you know, William Shatner as Captain Kirk. Those are those guys. No, I'm me, all right? And this guy, this one individual, right, is the last true renegade. Everyone else is either turncoat or fucking sold out in one form or another. So that's what a lot of people are jealous of. Y'all want to construe that with main character syndrome. It's not main character syndrome. The actions of both this company and of this company and this community against me and my own are the reason why it gives off the main character syndrome, right? You just can't stop me. You just can't make me quit. You just can't. It's just not going to happen. And, you know, Avenger 1 is the one has popped not once but twice but 3 fucking times. Quit this game 3 fucking times over this stuff, right? And this is the thing that annoys me. It's like, why do you people follow these guys, right? They're clearly fake. They're clearly fucking losers, right? They clearly sit here and fucking say what they want you to hear just to get your fealty, right? They sit here and bully you into playing the fucking game knowing full well that you don't want to. Knowing full well that it doesn't take as much fucking effort and time as they claim it does, right? In the past, it did. But, and by today's standards and by today's, you know, version of the game we're playing, no, it's not. You don't have to put in that much time. You know, it comes down to aptitude. Either you got it or you fucking don't. And, you know, dumbing down the game systems isn't going to fucking magically spawn aptitude in all these aspiring fucking PvPers and dogfighters, alright? Either you got what it takes or you fucking don't. And there's no amount of game design that y'all can do to change that reality. Alright?
Want to play, we intend to cater to as many different groups as possible. I think Rich Tyler said it.
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, during it's we're not a PvP or a PvE game. We're an everything game.
Yeah, we just want to have like areas where you feel very protected.
Yep.
So where the security.
So PvA, as in player versus anything, has essentially won the day. As far as I'm concerned, like, you know, everyone else can scream, bitch, moan, cry on Spectrum, you know, kick me out of their discords, you know, make sure that I can't play with other people. Yeah, y'all can do that all you fucking want. All right, doesn't matter. I have ultimately won. Like, seriously. If what, you know, when it comes to the flight model, there might be, y'all might have won that fight. But when it comes to the overall game's design, y'all lost. And Renegade won. So, it really is truly, you know, Renegade ultimate victory here, right? And besides, we over here don't care about the version of the flight model or what it turns into, because we've been good at it and we've been on top of it every single flight model in this game. All right. So, you know, again, Virgil and the other losers at Shadow Moses can run their mouths, right? What's left of AVS can run their mouths, right? You know, same thing with Blight Veil. They can run their mouths. You know, Griefernet can continue to cope all they fucking want, right? As far as I'm concerned, it's over. I mean, I don't care about my bad language, right? I'm a genius and I'm fucking correct. And because of my... It's just, obviously, my fucking way has... Or my philosophy has prevailed over at Cloud Imperium Games. It's as clear as day. And, you know, none of you other content creators are ever gonna admit that. You're never gonna fucking bow your head to that, right? You're still gonna sit there and just scream istphobe like the fucking stupid ass Democrats you are, so